Have you ever paused, listened, and asked, who is thinking this thought? It's a strange question, and yet strangely familiar. We all have a mind. We all believe we are the mind. But what if the truth is the opposite? What if you don't have a mind, and the mind has you? Today, we'll explore this invitation. The mind is not your owner. It is a tool, a guest, a mechanism, and behind it, always, you, the undisturbed, aware presence. Picture your morning. The alarm rings. Your first thought flickers. I must get up. I'm late. What will people think? Immediately, the stream of thoughts begins. Memories, worries, plans. You feel like the thinker, like I am driving the mind. But then something else shifts. You notice the thoughts. You hear them, you feel their tone, and you ask, who's hearing this? The one hearing is not the same as the thoughts. There's a gap, space, silence. The one you that hears is prior to the thought stream. In that gap, we glimpse the mind is separate from you. You are not the mind. The mind arises in you. You don't produce it. You witness it. Why this matters? Because when you identify with the mind, I am my thoughts, I am my worries, I am my past, you become entangled. The mind pulls you this way and that. You're driven by inner chatter, judgments, self-criticism. In modern spirituality, this is often pointed out. The restless mind is the primary source of human suffering. As one non-duality teacher wrote, "What is the one source of all our sufferings? It is the thinking mind." The mind tries to protect you, control you, anticipate threats, but it is not you. It operates. You are the stage on which it operates. In the tradition of Advaita Vedanta, the mind is a tool for the relative world. But the true self, the pure awareness, is prior to the mind. It is untouched by the fluctuations of thought. When you believe you are the mind, then your freedom is limited by it. You chase thoughts, you run from thoughts, you believe the story the mind tells. All the while, the deeper you remains, untouched, uncaught. Here is the subtle twist. You don't have a mind. The mind has you. What does that mean? Imagine a puppet show. A little puppet dances, but who is watching the puppet? Who is the audience? The puppet thinks it is the actor. It identifies with the strings. It believes it is the dance. Meanwhile, the real actor is the puppeteer behind the curtain, or the quiet audience who sees the whole scene. In the same way, the mind is the puppet. Thought streams are the dance. You are the silent witness, the one watching the dance, the one who is aware of the mind. When you have the mind, you identify with it. When the mind has you, you are held by its story. But when you see the switch, you are the presence in which the mind appears. Everything changes. One way to feel this shift is simple. When a strong emotion arises, anger, fear, insecurity, pause and ask, who is aware of that feeling? Who is seeing the feeling? The answer will always point beyond the mind. Let me tell you a short metaphor. There was once a gardener. He loved his garden, the plants, the flowers, the weeds. One day, he noticed a vine creeping up the tree, choking the blossoms. He pulled it, dug it up, but the vine returned. It climbed again. Then one evening, he sat and watched the garden quietly, leaning on his spade. He noticed the vine, the tree, and beyond them, the garden itself. The soil, the air, the sky. He realized the garden is not just the plants. It is the background, the whole space in which plants appear and disappear. In that realization, he felt freedom, not because the vine disappeared, but because his identity shifted. He was not only the gardener fighting the vine. He was the space that held the garden. So it is with you and the mind. When you only see the mind vines, you fight. When you see the ground in which the mind arises, you rest. From Advaita, as the tradition explains, the mind is part of the Vyavaharika, the transactional reality, useful but not the ultimate reality. The ultimate truth, Paramarthika, is pure awareness. To mistake awareness for the mind is bondage. To recognize awareness as you is freedom. From Buddhist perspectives, the all-pervasive I that identifies with the body, mind, is a primary cause of suffering. The tool of self-inquiry turns the mind's usual question, who am I, back onto the one who is aware. When the mind investigates itself, it collapses in its own reflection. From modern non-duality commentary, the thinking restless mind lives either in the dead past or an imaginary future. It is obsessed with a false image it unconsciously created. The mind is time-bound, content-bound, story-bound. But you are prior to time, content, story. You are aware. One Christian-inspired source states, the mind has a spirit. Our mind has a mindset, a bent. The problem is that our minds are fallen. The spirit renews the mind. While the vocabulary differs, the implication is similar. The mind is separate from the deeper presence or spirit. You are not the mind, you are the witness. Find a comfortable seat. Close or soften your eyes. Take 3 deep, slow breaths, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Let your body settle. Now, bring to mind a thought. Perhaps the next task you must do. Perhaps someone you must call. Bring it simply into awareness. See it appear. Notice its tone. Notice the voice, the I am, that accompanies it. Now ask yourself, who is aware of that thought? Without seeking an answer, just listen. Feel the space in which the thought arose. Notice that you did not create the thought. You are simply aware of it. If the mind resists, simply say, "Thank you, mind. I'll watch you now." Allow yourself to rest as the watcher, unmoved by the moving mind. Notice the difference. You are not the mind. The mind is in you. Repeat this a few times during your day. A strong emotion arises. Ask, who is aware of this emotion? The answer, the silent space of awareness. Over time, you begin to live less from the mind and more as the awareness. Here's a practical story. A teacher found himself constantly anxious about the next class, worried whether his students would succeed. The mind told him, "You must do better. If you fail, they fail." He believed the story. He identified with it. One day, he paused. During his commute, he asked, "Who is worried?" He noticed the mind playing the responsible teacher role. He realized the worry is in him. He is not the worry. He arrived in class calm. The students sensed something changed. The learning flow was better. His presence was more restful. The mind still spoke, but he no longer believed it as ultimate. He had a gap. The watcher, the awareness. In a larger sense, when life throws a crisis, illness, loss, disruption, the mind creates fear, story, trauma. But your awareness remains untouched. The more you recognize that, the less reactive you become, the freer you live. Common traps and pitfalls. Trap number 1, trying to stop the mind. Many people try to silence thoughts. It often creates more tension. Instead, notice the mind. Let it be seen. Recognition dissolves the grip. Trap number 2, thinking, "I'm the watcher," as an idea. The watching is not another I. The watcher is prior to the identity of I that the mind constructs. Don't make the watcher another object. Trap number 3, using spiritual practice as another mind project. Even self-inquiry can become a story. I must awaken. Instead, rest. See the mind's agenda and notice the awareness beyond it. Trap number 4, neglecting embodiment. Awareness doesn't mean dissociation from human life. It doesn't mean not engaging. It means engaging from your true center, not from the mind's bustle. So here is your invitation. This week, spend 3 short moments each day simply observing the mind thinking. You, the witness, ask, who is aware now? Then return to your activity. You have lived many lives in your mind. You have chased many thoughts, built many stories, and yet, behind them all, you remain unmoved, calm, vast, free. You don't have a mind, the mind has you, and in that recognition, you are set free. Rest deeply in the awareness that you are, and let the mind be your tool, not your prison. Thank you for being here. If this resonated with you, consider subscribing, sharing, and letting this video be a marker in your journey. Until next time, rest in the silence in which thoughts appear and dissolve.